Hello, I'm crazed. I'm going to give you guys a quick little bit of my knowledge on missiles um, for small block ships. All right, so there's a big quick scoop on missiles for any of you guys who are new to the game. I know that you veterans out there don't need this information. Uh, I'm going to zoom in here. I put a whole bunch of things I want to go over real quick about missiles. There's three types of small block missiles that you could choose from. I'm just going to pick one out of the blue here. This is the rocket launcher. As you can see, there's a backside of the rocket launcher. That's where you cannot put your missiles in. You gotta come around to the front side where you see the little darkened hole openings, and it lights up. See, it turns yellow. That's where you put your rocket launcher. This is basic beginner shit. I know a lot of you guys already know this. Some people who don't use rocket launchers on small blocks, maybe this will help you out. These are not reloadable. This has been some people has been talking in the on the page about this. So yeah, these are not reloadable. This is what they look like. They're pretty plain. You attach them to the side of your ship. You take your missiles, put it in this end to load them, and I think it holds. I forget how many it holds. I think about 24 missiles. So you just put it in there. And there you go. So real quick, let's move on. The next missile launcher has two sides. It's got two. It has this medium-sized connector face. This is how you connect it. The missiles, it's a double. It's basically the small one I just talked about, but it has two sides, and they hold two. Instead of four missile bays, each side holds two. Here's the front side of it. Again, this is the reloadable missile. The lining's not too good right here, but if you can see the little indents, that's where the front side. You can also load the missiles in through here, but if this was connected, and I'm going to talk about this in a second, this is how missiles will transfer through the conveyor system. It has this face, so they will reload, and with that medium size connector face, and it's on the reverse side on the back side of this also. It's just laying flat on the ground. The third type of missile that I'm going to talk about is the turret. If you switch it to the small block, you will get this. It will reload itself when connected to a conveyor system with a cargo supply of missiles. So it will reload itself. Here's what it looks like. It has double missile barrel, so two of them that will fire out at the same time on one barrage, and it is auto. It will auto target, whereas the double reloadable rockets and the single four-barreled rockets are aim and fire and forget, as we would say. So these are fire and forget for the rockets. That's the reloadable double-sided rocket. One on that side, one on that side, and this is the turret, which is auto-locking. Has two double barrels, and it will after it runs out of ammo, it will reload its feed tray, restock itself, and if it's connected to this connector is connected to a cargo container or another type of connector, they will transfer into the rocket through that connector. Now, real quick, don't want the video to be too long. Over here is a medium cargo container for a small block, for when you're building your small block designs. All right, these are the small block medium connectors that you would connect this to. These connectors connect to the big end, which is the medium size. They will connect there. You cannot connect it to here, but you can load up the missiles through these slots. These little small side slots on the side of this medium cargo container, you can load the missiles up manually through these slots. And you can connect the conveyor tubes up to these slots right here to convey your stuff up. So if you have your ship and your design, whatever design, crazy design you have, the conveyors can load into there. The only problem, if I'm correct, is only for them to draw supplies from your cargo container, they have to come through the medium slots. All right, they won't transfer through, let me show over here, these small tubes, connector tubes for your conveyor system. This is the small block connector tubes, which they look like. All right, that's a regular conveyor system connector thing. The missiles will not go through there. Okay, I'm going to show you another quick example of how they're connected. This is a large small block container. As you can see, the connectors on the side, there's a reloadable rocket launcher connected to a large small block. And there's a turret connected on another side, center mass on the cargo container. And that turret will draw extra ammo of rockets, or I mean missiles, out of the cargo container automatically. They would do the same thing with this. You could connect the turret also to the medium. Okay, real quick, the connectors on this is the O2 generator, O2H2 generator. It has a medium connector. This is a oxygen tank. It has a medium connector. And if the only problem with connecting a rocket directly to this, if you have no way to reload it, if it's just connected to an oxygen tank. I don't think the missiles, this is a small cargo container connected to a small connector on the front side of the oxygen tank. If you put a missile through into the small cargo container, it's not going to convey through this system, come out this connector and go into the missile system. It just won't work. So that won't work. Missiles will not convey. This is the same thing. If you try to put a small cargo container on this connector and hope the system goes through the system and comes out through the medium connector to go into the turret, it will not work. It has to go directly from a cargo container into either the turret or the reusable rockets, which has that typeface. So hope that helped you guys out a lot. Just to reiterate, rockets will not convey through the small system. All right? They will not convey because the rockets are too big. Because these will also go, the rockets are the same size rockets, missiles, 200 millimeter missiles are the same size. There's only one size missiles they use for the big block or the small block. Okay, I hope that helped anybody out. if I got anything wrong, please leave a comment if I said anything wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that's how it goes. Just one thing when you consider when doing your designs. One thing to consider. So these I don't have a lot of experience with and putting in a lot of designs because of the shape. It's called a reusable rocket. It's weird shape, the double sides. You can put it on your ship designs, but I don't use it that much. But if if you leave a comment on people or ideas on how to use the reusable rocket, except on the end of the wing of like a small ship or something, or the side face, it's just like the connector. You got to have this connector connected to one of these style cargo containers. I usually connect most of my connectors to a medium size because it holds a decent size amount of ammo. The small cargo container just doesn't carry enough load. It's not even worth it. So and this is the small container right here. Small containers just do not have a big enough capacity, so it's not just a waste of time for me to connect a missiles, into the as containers for my missiles. I rather use, again, the medium size. So I hope that helps you guys out. Thank you for the watch, and I hope you guys continue to build amazing designs. This is Crazed out. Feel free to, if you ever catch me on a game on Xbox, we could play a few together, and just look for Crazed 11B on Xbox. All right.